So let's start this stream proper now. Hello and welcome everybody to today's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Together with the TSL RCM installed, we are quite deep into the game already. On the save game description it said 84 hours in. There you go. And we are facing off against Atris, the last Jedi. She has it in her head that, well, she just used me as bait to lure the Sith out. And now that I fulfilled my fate, she needs to, you know, make away with me. So yeah. This is what she intends, and I have to stop her. I tried to talk her out of it, but apparently my charms are not good enough. The Star Hunter says it was the most common crash issue before the Asper patch. Okay. Well, I seem to have, you know, I seem to be one of these rare cases where it still was the cause of the crash. I'm happy about this, the Star Hunter. I couldn't be more happy about this. Panda Vision says, go Hassad Hunter! Dark Nasa, hello, you say Hassad Hunter MVP? Yes, Zibble 2 says there's no bug Hassad can't fix. Indeed. Alpha 7 says Hassad Hunter, thanks, you saved the world! Alpha also says Hassad Hunter is the one who brings balance to Geordy Jones' PC. He has fulfilled the prophecy. Balance to the world. Ah, yeah, I was thinking what that reminded me of what you just said, Alpha 7. Of course, Avatar. Avatar, the nice anime series, Legend of Korra, best. Only the Avatar. Okay. Hello, Navistis, how's it going? We just managed to start the game. So you didn't miss anything, Navistis. So, this is one of the occasions where I am alone again against, well, overwhelming force, I guess. I mean, I managed to fight against the Handmaidens, but that was with Handmaiden herself. So let's see how Jedi Jesus fares. I think the very first thing that I need to do here is, so let me have a look. Master Valor, Force Immunity. That's the very first thing I want to do. Then I want Energy Barrier because... Here, Master Energy Resistance.
This will teach you.
Will it now? 112! My goodness. Force Enlightenment. Yes, that was the one thing that I got from Dantooine, I guess. Yeah. So, how about we start dishing out some pain? How do you feel about that, Geordy? Yeah. Yeah, I'm hitting pretty good. But she... Oh! She needs one or two more. Do I still have my energy resistance up? Let me have a look real quick. I think that is just a fight of, you know, an attempt to find what's going on. Find out how I best do this. Master energy resistance is still up. Okay, let me have a look real quick. Energy resistance above 20 points. Is reduced. I suffered as normal. Okay, and she does like 120 damage. Okay. So it would be worse if I hadn't that up. I understand. Oh, but she's down pretty far as well, I have to say. I did crit here. Did you see that 42 there still? My goodness, Geordy. I didn't know that you had it in. I didn't think that you had it in you. Look at this. Ha!
Kill me.
Blasters for the
End
win, guy!
this.
Blasters for the win! Rovinal, hello! How's it going? Well, that was easy. What's all the fuss about? She says kill me, end this. Oh, come on, yo. You are too easy on the eyes to kill you. I will not kill a helpless opponent, Atris. After everything you've done, I'm not letting you off that easy. Very well, prepare to die. Okay, I should say the second, right? Because she really played me here before this. But of course I said the first. It is something that befits a Jedi Jesus. I will not kill a helpless opponent, Atris.
I did not expect mercy from you, here at the end, after all that has happened between us.
How is the volume by the way, guys? Can you hear the characters talk in the game? How is my voice compared to the game sounds? If this is somehow off, let me know in chat. I can easily correct this. After all that has happened between us, I'm pretty. I'm sad that nothing happened between us. You know, maybe we can change that. We have a greater problem, Atris, and there has been enough killing. Indeed, that's what I want to say. Actually, I was lying. Prepare to die. Oh man, do you really, Hazard Hunter? How is that? You have to always give the player the choice of, you know, making up his mind. So, do you actually have had problems adding options to always that seem a little bit silly, but you still have to give them to the player? So we have greater problems, Atris, and there has been enough killing.
If you will not kill me, then what will you do?
I'm hearing voices. Is that the Halloween version of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic? Voices from nowhere. Oh, she collected the Thys holocrons and they are all here. Yeah, I see that now. That's where the voices are coming from. Okay, problem solved. They are all vanilla, not my cause as a Star Hunter. Yeah, but I was thinking generally, I think on M478, like, I don't know, if you are talking to a droid and you have that evil option to destroy that droid and you have several instances where you can choose to choose how to talk to that thing, you will always have to have one choice that says, okay, I will kill you now, and then the next time again, okay, I will kill you now. Was that a problem to, you know, make that feel not too artificial? That's what I'm asking. Ah, my god, language barrier again. So if you will not kill me, then what will you do? Can you tell me where the Thys are striking from? Tell me where Kreia is. Actually, I was lying again. So what happened to you, Atris?
This knowledge of the Sith and the Jedi is what I am. It is my attempt to hold on to the past, to try and protect the future.
Okay. I think perhaps we've both been guilty of such things. Was not your responsibility. I think perhaps we have both been guilty of such things. Yeah. You build bridges, Geordy.
Once I was a historian, the chronicler of the Jedi, and when both wars passed me by, I was determined that I would not forsake battle again. In some part of me, I knew I had made choices, compromises, but always for the sake of the Republic, of the galaxy. To do what you had done, at times, did not seem so wrong.
The question would be better suited for Sybil. I always forget that Sybil 2 is also involved, was also involved in the developer. Of course. Navistus said earlier, no worries with the sound, at least for me. Thank you for the feedback, Navistus, appreciate it. And Sybil too, there you go. Answered Actually, I wrote most of the M478 dialogues, and I tried not to make them too silly. Though I made sure to always give players options to quit conversations whenever they wanted, unless they needed to hear some important plot details first. But yes, I feel it's important to give players as many options as possible. Whether I succeeded, that's for players to decide. Well, I think that the dialogues on M478 were okay. I cannot complain. Absolutely. A job well done, Sybil. A job well done. Okay, so what's going on here? To do what you had done at times did not seem so wrong. It never does until you realize you have lost your connection with everything else now. Everything that occurred at Malachor, everything that occurred in the war, was because there was no other choice. I don't like that. That is like everything is fated and predetermined. I don't like that. I'm firmly on the other side, opposite to the fate side, right? Free will and stuff. Can you tell me where the Sith are striking from? Tell me where. These are the things that I can say at the top of the dialogue tree. So let's go into one or two. Okay, I say the first then. It never does until you realize you have lost your connection with everything else.
You're right. The Jedi were all that seemed left to me, and yet I had become so far removed from them that I betrayed them.
I still can't believe that I just blasted her off in my first attempt. That's cool. As Sybil says, haha, thanks, I tried. Yeah. Actually, it's long ago. Some time has passed already. But I remember talking to the main unit, and then the environmental unit was talking as well. I like that conversation a lot. Yeah. So, from them that I betrayed them. Can you tell me where the Sith are striking from? Tell me where Quer is. Yeah. Second.
You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All those deaths. All those Jedi. Their power is to feed on life, until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us.
You know what? These whisperings and hissings of the Sith holocrons. Is that the centuries-old trick of, you know, recording this and then playing it backwards and then it makes sense? Reminded me of Doom. For a second there. Okay, feed on life until nothing's left except a hollow galaxy echoing with the screams of the lost us. Okay, then I can only ask about Quer. Is that where Quer has gone?
Yes. I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5, to finish what you started.
So, Quer lied again. What a surprise. What a surprise. What I started?
Yes. You are an echo in the Force. A hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great act of destruction to create such emptiness. But it can be done. It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear, and difficult to find one's way. And you carry it with you. Always.
Wait, let's read Sybil real quick. Sybil says, yeah, I had fun with that. And there are actually a few different ways that scene can end, depending on options you choose, and whether or not Ka is still alive. I had a whole text file listing bunch of variables that are checked during that scene. Sybil, that is actually pretty cool, because if you look at RPGs, most dialogue trees go like this. You have the starting point, and then you have like 3 arms that go down from that starting point, and then they immediately come together again. So as to, you know, They don't really have any effect. But having a dialogue tree that really branches out at the end and at the bottom, you have really different outcomes. Respect. Respect. I think I ended up not liking the main unit because it was just dismissing everything the environmental unit said, you know. And I was firmly on the side of the environmental unit. Arkan, yeah, there you go. And of course the main unit is M478, of course. There you go. Sybil 2 says, the fact that M478 and Environmental Arkan are some of our best voiced character also helped that scene a lot. Yeah. Actually, I don't know whether or not that helped, for me personally, if it helped that the Environmental Arkan was a female voice actor. I don't know. But I found her immediately sympathetic. Yes, the light, dark and neutral options. I never really liked that. I also prefer more branching dialogues. There you go. I think everybody does. I think the developers are just, or most of them are just lazy. You know, keeping the dialogue tree to a minimum of real options. Real options. It's just the illusion of having a choice. That's what they offering you most of the time, right? So, what does this have to do with Kreia? So let's get back into this dialogue here. It creates places where the force is difficult to hear and difficult to find one's way, and you carried it with you, always. And you carry it with you, always. No, that doesn't sound right. What does this have to do with Kreia?
Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the force. Greater than the one before, greater than the one you caused. It will deafen all touched by the force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once, but few have your strength in such matters, especially if they are unprepared.
Wait, so Kreia wants to deafen all force users? All force sensitives? Why would Kreia do that? Indeed!
I don't know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her.
Oh no. That darn bond! Eaglebeakser, hello, how's it going? Eaglebeakser, I have to tell you, this stream tonight was at the brink of, you know, being ended prematurely because I couldn't start Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. It just crashed after I tried to load a save game. And the good and brilliant Hazard Hunter pointed me to an option that I could switch around, and then everything was fine. Then I could load it. Isn't that great, Eaglebeakster? Dark Knight says, is it hidden? Is it safe? What are you saying, Dark Knight? What are you asking? What is hidden? Of course it is hidden, and it is secret. It's so secret I can't even tell you. Zibble2 says, it's much more time consuming to implement, and there's a lot that can go wrong. Plus, if they need to spend bunch of money on voiceovers, I can understand why they want to limit it. But in my opinion, if 3 options lead to the same outcome, then what's the point of having them? Might as well not give players options at all. Zibble, maybe you can enlighten me. I always wondered why developers were saying, yeah, the voiceovers, they're so expensive and stuff like that. I don't understand that. If you have all the lines, of course you have to make your, you have to do the work. You have to do your homework before you hire a voice actor. You have to just have all the lines that this voice actor has to say, and then it doesn't matter if he's reading 50 lines or 500 lines. He can do it in one day, right? I don't understand. There is room for more lines in a day's work of a voice actor. Or are they paid by lines? Like here, have 50 cents per line or something. I don't think so. You hire them for a day, and then it is up to you to pack that day with lots and lots of lines. That's how I see it. But maybe it's completely, the production side of things are completely different. What is this YouTube video, Hazard Hunter? Jacobo Spears, hello, how's it going, Jacobo Spears? You ask, is this worth getting? Is it worth getting this game, or will it crash on Windows 10? First, yes, of course it is worth. Of course it is worth. I just realized while I loaded today's save game that I have 84 hours in this game already, and every single hour was entertaining. So yeah, go get it. To the second question, I cannot say. I don't have Windows 10. I'm running it in under Windows 7 and had no problems up until today. But the great Hazard Hunter helped out with this. It was just a matter of an option to change. Pandavision says they are paid per line. Really, Pandavision? You are... Nah. You're making a fool out of me. Eagle says yes per line, same as when you commission a translation. Hello Ben Wild, how's it going? Thank you for joining us. You say hey everyone, kinda late today, but you know that Halloween madness goes around. Yes, it does. It does. Also, I finally found out what this new silly Kappa emote is about. It's about Bob Ross, right? I just discovered Bob Ross. Sandra says RPG devs talking about voice-over acting and their expenses. Oh, I see, Sandra. Nice, nice. Everyone should copy that. I should actually do that because I'm a little bit interested in that. So let's scroll up. Copy it. There you go, and put it into... Whoop! No! Go away. And put it into here. I knew it was a bad idea to open this up here on the stream. Whatever, man. Okay. Jacobo Spear says, okay, man, thanks for the answer. Does anybody here know in chat? Can someone here in chat help Jacobo out? Jacobo. Does this run under Windows 10? Does anybody here have experience with that? Zibble2 says, well, if each option leads to a different option, and then you get... Oh, yeah, I need to scroll down again, of course. You even get more options as opposed to 3 options leading into the same line. You might get even 1,000 more lines, so you'll need to get an actor back more than once for few recording sessions. Ah, I see. Eaglebix says, Geordy Jones, did you check the song I sent you? Haven't had the time now yet. Eaglebeak says sorry. Zibble says, I'm pretty sure they usually get paid per session, which can't be longer than 4 hours at a time, by the way. Oh, I see. It probably depends on the studio, though. Bob is awesome, says Eaglebeakster. Ben White says, I found it quite amusing to scare some kids around without even having the intention to, also without a costume, so feels kind of hilarious. Ben White, what did you do? Hello, Kid Cousin, how's it going? Alvador7 says, I have a lot of respect for voice actors. They have to sit and give dozens of readings of the same line. Yeah. Zibble says, also if you mess something up and end up having to write even more dialogue for whatever reason, because you missed a note on a first go or something, you'll need to rehire actors, and they are not cheap. So yeah, it adds up. Yeah, that is the thing, of course. You have to better do it right the first time. Rehiring, yeah, I can see the extra expense in that, but this is an unforced error, like it is called in tennis, right? This can be countered with preparation. Ben White says, I did nothing. Maybe I looked kind of spooky in the dark. Okay, I believe that. I believe that without hesitation, without doubt. I know that Geordy Ledoux does 140 characters for 5 USD. Special offer though, so that gives an insight about the costs. Oh, Eaglebeaks, okay. Okay, I need to, start playing again, guys. I could talk with you about that, like, the whole night, but I'm also playing, so... People are here to see the game, right? So, what was the last thing she said? If you choose not to follow, she will murder... Ah, yeah, that bond, yeah. and you will die along with her. Prayer is this if she's strong in the force, but if prayer is this, why should she do such a thing? Why? So this is a good question. Why? But I actually want to know who Kreia is. Does anybody here know who Kreia is? I do not. So let's find out. Who is Kreia?
She is one of the Lords of the Sith, one of those who murdered the Jedi, and she holds the death of the galaxy in her hands.
Well, we kind of know that because she just murdered 3 Jedi Masters on Dantooine. How is that possible?
Because she has gone to Malachor. She is waiting for you there. But you will not survive, Telos. Nothing will. It is because the greatest of her apprentices comes to Telos, and he will destroy everything, just as he destroyed KotoR and all the Jedi gathered there.
Wait, that's the evil Sith Lord that cannot even talk? Is an apprentice of Kreia? Prepare to die. I have heard enough. This matter is finished.
And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world, or end my life as I wish to end yours?
I will do nothing except tell you that I'm sorry. I did not realize that the Mandalorian Wars would hurt others that had known me and cared for me. Oh yeah, this is something with meaning here. Let's go through all the options here. I need you to see what you have become and turn away from it. You will answer for your crimes before the Council. Then you shall return to your prison. You must return to your prison, Atris, and leave the battles to those who have the strength to fight them. I shall leave you here to these holocrons. They are this, and they do not abide failure. Huh? Oh. Holocrons they cannot hurt you, so that was a bad thing. Nothing except end your life. I need to see. Yeah, I will apologize, of course.
It does not matter. Not now. It is what I did with such pain that caused the wound. But I thank you.
They are not pleased. They are not amused.
Leave now, while you can. Save Telos. Save the galaxy. Save yourself.
Oh, that silent, that quiet, save yourself.
No, I could not bring myself to tell him. It would have changed nothing. And because I was afraid. You know what lies at the heart of Malachor 5. I had thought it was in the past, yet it has become the future. And all that has happened there will happen again. And that is why I cannot bear it. Because it is Malachor 5. And because I love him. I do not understand why the Sith permit such teachings to exist. They cause only echoes, wounds in the Force. A beacon? For who?